Okay then, I was gonna do this off camera, but it turns out there's something in the Velvet Room, so welcome back to Persona Q Shadow of the Labyrinth. Last time we finished the second floor of the clock tower, and now I actually grinded off screen to level 60 so we can hopefully do a bit of fusion and then go into the third floor of the clock tower.
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
I said we hadn't had any Marie poems in a while.
Continued Song of the Fallen Angel. The fallen angel descended to purgatory. One wing drags the ground, covered in lies. Yet she remains pure. Do you know her name? Will she perish in despair? Within the fake lies? Within the sneers of masks? No! Those who inherit her flame will rise, one after another. They shall stand. Hear their songs of lament. They will become roars and quake the tainted lands. From beyond the darkness, the time of reckoning will come. Here comes the hour of judgment. In its place, a new world. Shatter all vanity and call to her. Call out to she who ushers in the end. That's right. Her name is... What is it?
And then of course it cuts off there. Yeah, I was wondering when we get that one, because fake lies, aren't fake lies truths? Or just lies made up based on no... I don't even know.
You're seriously unbelievable! How could you read even a freshly written one? I mean, why do you keep reading them? What are you, stupid? Are you gonna offer a song of lament?
You should give it a rest, Marie. If you don't, after all, the hour of judgment will come.
But...
Margaret is great sometimes.
Wait. Hour of judgment? Anyway, I hate you, fallen angel! Stop reading my stuff without permission! Okay, this time I know I put it away.
Yeah, clearly Margaret is messing with her.
In any case, what would you like to do?
Okay, now at level 60, you can make Soldier and Thor. Okay, that's pretty cool. Thor is kind of interesting in this game because he learns Thunder Rain now, which I think makes more sense than Odin getting it. But here's the thing. Thunder Rain is not only stupidly expensive in terms of SP, and it's in a game where magic sucks, but Thor is a physically based persona, so it's really not that good, and it's an exclusive skill, so it can't be passed down to anyone else. So, ironically, Thunder Rain's really bad in Persona Q. Anyway, that's not bad. Although I can't pass down Power Charge. Okay, I take that back, that is bad. And a lot of combinations involve Alice, which is not exactly the best. How many of these Link skills are not Golden Link? I do kind of want Thor, but I can't really find a good combination other than this one. I mean, I might as well do that, but... and then get these two back, but first I'll obviously register them, because I'm not going to make that stupid mistake that I made last time. Okay, Myriad Arrows, and there's a lot of potential skills that I could pass down here, but how about Myriad Arrows, Dragon Cry, and First Star is nice, and I have a lot of other things with Mataru Kasha, but... actually, no, wait, Thor had Auto Mataru in my Persona 3 playthrough. That was really good. I might as well do a callback to that. Yeah, Thor in this game is not as good as he was in P3. In P3, you could get him reasonably early. Oh, I knew that we'd actually have access to Kingu now. I was actually, like, this is the main reason I wanted to get to level 60, because Kingu seems like I have to make you out of Thor, unfortunately. But Kingu, if you sacrifice him, gives you a material that's required to make Kanji's ultimate weapon, and I believe he's the lowest level persona who gives an ultimate weapon material, so Kanji has access to his ultimate weapon the earliest out of the party, if I'm correct about all that. I think you still need to beat one of the spider FOEs in order to get it, but yeah, that's the main reason why I wanted to show Kingu, who I might fuse later. We also have Daisojo, who I believe Purifying Rain is your skill card, and a DLC persona gets that a lot earlier, but Daisojo is the first way to get access to that without DLC. Also, Samsara has the exact same problem as Die For Me in this game. Regular Hamura Mudo is so good, there's really no point in using it. I might as well do this and then buy back the other two. Daisojo in this game I don't find particularly great either. Might as well do a sacrifice just to get an extra skill on Alice. Suppose I'd be able to show what Die For Me looks like in this game, even though it's not that great. And then next is Mind Charge. I'm kind of waiting for Salome's Kiss on you, but that won't be for a while, or multiple sacrifices. Speaking of multiple sacrifices, I have the money, I might as well do this. Okay, Mind Charge. This could be kind of a problem. Mind Charge is your skill card ability. And that got you pretty close to learning Salome's Kiss, too. I think that's as far as I'll go for now. And we have some more stroll conversations to do. And this is going to be an everyone is depressed moment. Your attempt at lighting the mood are kind of failing there.
Now.
Well, it's all girls here, so Gary Stu likes it.
Ta-da!
Huh?
All right.
And of course, everyone starts ignoring him.
Huh.
Hurry, but not too much.
Hey, man.
Seems like occasional advice in some speedruns. The very thought of Gary Stu and all of his waifus forgetting that he ever existed. And yeah, that got really dark all of a sudden. Yeah, we still have time to rest. Of course, yeah, this place is very Tartarus-like. It's tall, has a lot of floors, there's the Reaper. And yeah, there's no tide in the system here, fortunately. I think Portable changed things so you didn't get a full heal every time you went back to the Tartarus lobby. You actually had to pay for it. Superheroes, funny you should mention that, considering the first dungeon in the next game. And, yep, this line again! Let's count the number of times that line appears. Well, this looks different to the others. Well, Teddy's usually in low spirits in this game. It seems like he got buffed a lot in Q2 stat-wise from what I've seen.
Okay.
Yeah, when even Teddy is depressed, you know things are bad.
Aww.
What?
I mainly remember the Hagakure Bowl because it's the answer to a question that's required for starting the Moon Social Link back in P3. Yeah, I think I remember that, and I think that scene involved Teddy getting owned again.
Wowza!
No. Wonder if there is any octopus ramen. And I was wondering that too.
Huh?
I think I've heard that there are actually, like, pet restaurants out there, which seems really weird. I'm sure Shinjiro could actually make something like that.
What?
Ramen for humans. Considering the amount of meat that would be in ramen for bears, I'm guessing Chie would be happy with that one too.
For crying out
Yeah, well,
loud.
hopefully you will understand after this. Santa's finally having fun. And for once, we didn't get that line. Okay, so now it's time to set up the party and head further into the clock tower. Oh, I forgot to show what the Rudra Ring did. Yeah, it's just like the equivalent items in Persona 3, it halves the HP cost of physical skills. Considering how good physical skills are in this game, it's a very good item. Alright, the toughness shirt, yeah, I was right, it is Zen exclusive. Wow, okay then. 1 defense, but greatly raises HP. I'm not sure that's really a good trade-off. Here's what I've got for personas here. And Rise still has Sraosha because I want to get Shadowrun. It is your skill card after all. As for equipment, I've gone with the Delta Drive on you to see if I can get some critical hits with the Link skills. You're trying out the Rudra Ring, Magic Luck Reverse, Strength Luck Reverse on Koromaru just to boost his chance of instant death, and you have the All-Round badge because you need all the help you can get. Yes, I am using Teddy here, mainly because I haven't used Teddy for a little while. Okay, floor 3 of the clock tower, and this is the one where you get destroyed by spiders. So, I think I'm going to use different colors to mark these ones out. Yeah, that portion where they both go up can get pretty dangerous. Okay, one of you is going sideways. Also, somewhere that I can't pass through. Well, at least Goba K-More doesn't set me back that far. I'm just sort of trying to map out this room for now. Okay, so that one goes up there and then turns around. I don't think I stepped on this. No, I did not step on this one. Okay, I don't know if I covered all of those tiles, but I'll keep going regardless.
Let's go.
Okay, that's interesting. That has a 12 on it. Now, I normally like to mark out these kinds of tiles with numbers, but the numbers don't go up to 12. So instead, I'm going to have to use a note for this one. 12. Remember when earlier the party was talking about how there'd probably be puzzles later? This is one of them.
What the?
Don't worry, it's not a trap, I don't think. Step by step is right. So I'm probably going to get distracted from this because I'm going to get into an encounter soon, but one, of course, immediately encounter. Oh, nice!
Common enemy. Let's defeat it.
Luxury hand.
Whatever you do, don't let it get away!
Right, Yosuke, I believe, does have Tentarafu, so... let's see, I guess I can try and... That'll trigger... Judgment Sword, because I know I have that on Yosuke. He currently has... I guess you can do that if you're going last. Yeah, here we go, Tentarafu. Let's go Tentarafu here. Lethargy Circle. And Teddy will just... he could try and Salome's Kiss. I forgot to heal it at the nurse's office, didn't I? And recover that extra SP that he'd have from his accessory. I guess you can count that for the Teddy own count. Okay, we've got two of them.
I'm counting on you, Messiah. What the?
And that should be another Judgment Sword. Yep. Negado! Yeah! These hands are pretty scary sometimes. And stone! Forgot they could do that.
Korochan's been turned to stone. Somebody please help him.
I have one Patra Gem. That is incredibly lucky. Let's see what we do here. I guess I can go for a link on one of the ones that looks healthier. Go for Myriad Arrows, you can Tentarafu again, and you'll cure Koromaru because you're going later in the turn. Yeah, I'm not too familiar with the hands here. I forgot they could turn you to stone. I need to go back and buy some Patra Gems, probably. And there we go, all three of them. And I crit anyway, so the extra link hit's gonna be pointless.
Use this!
Korochan's back up. And everything should be, well, not back down, but they will be down. Because they didn't hit that one nearly enough.
What the?
I was about to say I could just rush this, but
One more enemy.
I have a higher chance of getting
So what's next?
a persona if I end this with more people boosted. So I might as well at least try and put an effort in here.
Messiah.
And I got a crit, so yes, I am ending this with more people boosted.
Score one for Team Gecko!
Great Good job. Do your best next time, too.
That's some pretty good experience.
An increase in my persona's power is confirmed.
Oh yeah, by the way, you might be wondering, didn't I already learn Revenge Blow? Yeah, I intentionally didn't register or Yamatsumi to the compendium because 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Because I don't need Oyamatsumi's additional skills, and I wanted to keep his compendium cost low.
Oh,
So there's a gate here. I think you can tell what the gimmick is. The gate is open for 12 steps after we step on that switch, and it doesn't really look like we can get there in time. Not yet, at least. However, there's also a 6th switch here. So, 1, 2, 3. Shortcut we can't pass through. 4, 5. And it's still open, but the moment that we walk through this, it's going to shut behind us because we've taken up the maximum number of spaces. I'll just let that line speak for itself.
of course.
That 12 switch doesn't seem too useful. Not yet, at least, but we're gonna have to make use of it in combination with the shortcuts. And more shadows. Okay, one of them's
I don't
new.
have data on all of them.
What the? They're bringing in tanks?
But let's ignore the tanks for now and talk about the purple sigil. I mean sigil. Matthew Mercer. Anyway, the purple sigil, I will continue to call it that, is weak to fire and resists nearly everything else. I always thought it was kind of logical these things are weak to fire. In fact, does that mean, yeah, everything is weak to fire? Now I kind of wish I brought you here. But, yeah, I found it kind of logical because it's made of paper after all. And I suppose I could set up a... I don't think I really need to go for any of those skills right now. Hopefully those aren't famous last words. I guess she can start by Draken crying. Yeah, since it's a new enemy, you might as well show this fight. And you have all 3 circles now. I think I'll go for Lethargy. Probably should have been using that instead of Tentarafu before, because he had Binding Hands, but I don't think he had Impure Reach. I could show Die for me, even though it is stupidly expensive. Koromaru could try and get his revenge for, almost getting his tail stuck in that gate. And Teddy will breathe poison on them.
Power! Damn!
Well, got one of them at least. It looks pretty much the same as how it looked back in Persona 3. Apparently it's not that great in P5, but it looks hilarious in that game. And of course, Teddy fails. Summoned allies. Dice. Well, those dice are weak to darkness, so you picked the wrong time to be summoned since I have Koromaru in the party. Okay, let's actually go with Flame Link, and then... I could no, I'll just go for Heavy Shot, not Myriad Arrows. And I'll... Tentarafu's cheaper, so I'll go with Tentarafu. Mudo on, and then Teddy will... I don't really know what Teddy will do. I guess he can Mataruka, or he can just straight up attack the... he can't even straight up attack the Sigil, because he is not far enough, but he can Mabufala and get an additional link hit into that.
Palladian.
Some of the people have mentioned the Dice-type shadows are some of the few enemies, the few shadow types in this game that actually show up in 2 different dungeons. Most categories of shadow only appear in 1 dungeon. So, for example, the Pesh, or the fish-type shadows only show up in Moon Wonderland. And the Cupid shadows only show up in the Group Day Cafe. The Phantom shadows only show up in the Evil Spirit Club, and while I'm continuing this, I might as well mention that the Giga Shadows only show up in the Inner
Just
Pride
as I
exhibit.
calculated.
But the dice show up in both the Inner Pride
Seriously?
exhibit and the Clock Tower. But the dice in the Clock Tower have rings, whereas the ones in the Inner
My
Pride
circus
exhibit
of
don't.
miracles is just beginning.
Which is interesting, I guess? Yeah, interesting is what I'll say. A bit annoying that Dragon Cry means that I just won't be getting link hits with Gary Stu, but I suppose I can have Teddy aim an attack there, because I'm pretty sure this thing will die to Muda on.
Palladian.
That does do some pretty good damage. There we go. Okay, now it's link time. Not like as in Zelda, but as in... Yeah. Speaking of links, I might have mentioned this before, but apparently some of the party members learn link skills naturally in Q2, which has interesting possibilities.
That was close.
It's still going. Yeah, I seem to remember these seagulls having a lot of HP. I almost called it a sigil there, but I want to keep the Matthew Mercer joke going.
That enemy's weakness is
It's pretty much
fire.
almost dead.
All
Like,
right, next.
spam stuff. Yeah, spam stuff. The most eloquent of statements.
Summoning persona.
Well, yeah, nice knowing you.
Has ended.
Finally, a Persona card. How long's it been since we got one of these? You know, I had a feeling it'd be Raphael.
No more enemies present. I am glad we are safe.
And we got a turret belt because we defeated that the turret with instant death.
I have found a treasure box.
So this is yet another one of the special treasure boxes for the Battle of Wits. This one says lead. Let's not open this one. So now that we've seen all three of them, we can start working on the puzzle, but I think I'll do that once I reach the end of this floor. 50% exploration already.
Mitsuru, are you brooding over something again? Well, you never get tired of that, do you?
I was just reflecting on how much Kronos and I have in common.
Say what?
When it came to the Dark Hour, and what happened here, my only thought was for settling those matters. I never considered the feelings of Takeba or the others who fought at my side. It's easy to call them companions, but I may have been doing so to treat them like pawns.
Yukari mentioned that. How we weren't just pawns, and that she was glad she came here. I feel the same way. If we hadn't come here, we might not have bridged those gaps between us.
I knew that deep down, though. I knew, but pretended not to notice. Even though that's no better in the end than running from the problem. I'm such a fool.
You mean we, no? I could say the same for myself. We'll need to tackle them face to face from now on. Huh, you're right. Well then, I'll hold nothing in reserve.
Yeah, I better do the same. Against my past self. And him, too.
I want to rely more on my companions as well. There are things I wish to open up to them about. It's still frightening, but I must approach them head on.
Looks like we'll have our hands full once we get back.
Indeed.
Hey, why don't we take off the locks from all the rooms?
I'm vetoing that idea. What will I do if Iori starts invading my space?
I think the person who's looking right at you is an even bigger threat there.
You make him sound like a bug.
I've been in his room before on some business, but it was a nightmare.
Yeah, that is shown off in one of the camera scenes in Persona 3 FES.
I can imagine.
That's still one of my favorite scenes from there.
In any case, I feel as if a burden's been lifted from my shoulders. A burden I brought upon myself. This is all thanks to your guidance as our leader. I hope that you continue to provide it. Very well. We will all return together, come what may.
So, senpai developments. I'm sorry that I was a bit
It's a
quiet
treasure
during
box.
that scene,
Sure
but...
we'll find something inside.
Just like my teddy for a second there. It pretty much speaks for itself. And I did get all the tiles in the spider room, but I'm missing one tile there. Oh right, that's because of the 6th gate. Now that we have a shortcut back there, though, I can safely step on that tile without worrying about, not making it through the gate in time. I need to step on this tile, too. And we have another one of these gates here.
Be careful. The enemies get the first hit
Okay,
in,
this
and
thing
there's 3 of
could have
them.
shown up on the second floor,
Better buckle up!
but we haven't seen it until now for some reason.
Just
The
as I
King
calculated.
Castle.
Just as I...
It has myriad arrows. Yeah. I might need to use a healing navigator
Leader,
skill
you've been
here.
poisoned. You need to treat it.
Okay then, King Castle. Let me just check. Castle enemies in Persona games tend to be weak to wind, from what I find. Let me just check. But this one is weak to electric and dark. Okay then. I guess I can actually go for Die For Me again. Or Bolt Link, in case Die For Me somehow fails. No, we have 2 people with Bolt Link. How about Tarafu? And I guess I can go for Die For Me again. Let's give you a taste of your own poison breath.
Go, Jiraiya!
Yeah, I'm used to these things being weak to wind. And of course it missed one of them that's weak to dark. I suppose Die For Me is a decent move using a boosted, but it's still not that amazing. And I'm gonna get rid of this panic armor. Well, I'm kinda glad Teddy missed there.
Palladium.
So we're gonna get an all-out attack here? We could, even though we have someone poisoned. Doesn't look like it.
Yosuke Senpai's been poisoned.
This poison's as bad as Mystery Food X.
I had a feeling he'd say something like that. The Mudaon is probably more efficient. There's no real reason not to use Die For Me here. I remember using that a lot with Thanatos back in Persona 3 because Alice was one of the Personas you needed to make Thanatos, so you would very often get Thanatos with Die For Me. Oh, hi there, Decorapia. Kind of been using you a lot in Devil Survivor lately.
Level up.
And with that...
This is the new me. Kanzeon.
Himiko has been reborn as Kanzeon. Kanzeon is the Japanese name of the Chinese goddess of mercy and compassion, and mainly originates from Buddhist mythology, but was originally a male figure before becoming a deity. And so, she gets the special skill Into the Void. Basically, it's a full party shield for one turn, and I believe it costs your full navigator gauge, though. This is similar to something that Risei can do back in Persona 4, but it's not random. The downside is, like I said, it costs a full, set of navigator gauges, which is very unfortunate, but it can be useful as a panic button sometimes.
Confirmed.
Especially in the super boss fight, because the super boss, let me just say, it can use all-out attacks
And
against
they're
you.
pretty strong. Keep your guard up.
How's my persona? Cool.
That predated looking cool, Joker. Okay then, but Summon Demon. I probably should get rid of something for that, but you've already got a lot of good skills. Yeah, I personally don't really care about Summon Demon all that much. This, though, I might want to get rid of something for. And there's that Salome's Kiss that I wanted. Does mean that I'm going to have to dump something, though. Kind of like having Argidine on you. Because the best you can Mind Charge for is Megadola. But, I don't know. I like both Impure Reach and Binding Hands, so... I don't know, maybe I'll get rid of Argidine? And the rest of Alice's skills I don't think I'll ever really use. So, while I was doing that battle, I counted out the number of spaces from the 6 switch here. Okay, so we stepped on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, We can't go through that way. So what we actually have to do here
Watch out for that FOE!
is not get attacked by spiders. I think you can probably tell what we need to do here. We need to make use of the 12 switch, and we have to go through the spiders' room with the 12 switch activated. So 1, 2...
Whoa! Found it!
Yeah, I knew that would happen. Let's reset that. 1,
Come on.
2, 3,
Hold up!
4,
I smell that
5, 6, 7, 8. We'll be able to get through that gate.
There are 3
That
strong
was not
enemies.
was not
We have
intended
the
to rhyme.
advantage, though.
Power! Seriously?
Yeah, it actually seems like Judgment Sword is restricted by your weapon type, so Yosuke can't hit enemies in the back row with it because if he's in the back row. Interesting to know that.
That was a dangerous fight. I'm glad you're safe.
And now we can get through. Just barely, too. But we've got a shortcut we can activate to let us skip right back here whenever we want to. No more having to deal with that gate.
There's an FOE close by! Be very careful!
Tending it, of course, can't resist the prime
us
pun
proceed.
opportunity. And guess what? Conveyor belts are finally back. They introduced them in the second dungeon, never really did that much with them, but now they're back, and they kind of make sense for a clock tower. So here, we obviously can't quite get to that chest, even though we do get that A button indicator. And we have yet another gimmick here.
Oh,
There's a big red button on the wall. Usually when you see
No,
these in
man.
dungeons...
No.
They usually activate something you need to progress. Just like it says in Cinnabar Mansion. Press it, who wouldn't?
Huh.
Huh?
And that raises the piston, opening up the way to the stairs. I love Igus's running commentary here. Yeah, so what Yosuke said is right. These things actually transcend floors, so having this one raised here will let us pass here, but it'll mean that it is up on the next floor. Whereas if we lower it here, it'll actually be lowered on the next floor, which will let us pass through there, but we won't be able to pass through here. Keep that in mind for later. Because the clock tower starts getting very, very interesting starting for about now. We can already head up the stairs, but we're only 85% of the way through this floor. And, well, fitting that Koromaru barked at that chest, because it's an item for him. Cosmos Dog Suit. That's only a slight improvement, and that one does resist sleep. I might actually keep the mid-dog suit for now. So as you can see here, we actually can't proceed any further on this floor, even though there's more left to explore. We won't be able to explore the rest until we get to the next floor. Let's just head up these stairs just to set a new continue point, essentially.
Please be careful.
And he's back. Yeah, I'm sure you saw that chest there, but we're not going to show that just yet, because what I am going to do now is I'm going to head back down to the first floor. Uh-oh.
Run! We shouldn't try to fight this one! If we fight, we should go for broke.
I don't have any escape items. This could be really, really bad. Or not, because Yosuke is good at running away. So, here we are back on the first floor here, and I want to try and solve this puzzle here. The one for the Battle of Wits. So, glasses are in A, lenses are in B, spoons are in A, knives are in B, carrots are in A, potatoes are in B. So, what does everything in Category A have in common? Category B doesn't really matter here, it's just A. So, I actually had to look up a guide to figure this out, but it seems very, very obvious in hindsight. Everything in Category A has a double letter. So 2 S's in glasses, 2 O's in spoons, and 2 R's, one after the other, in carrots. So, among the 3 metals we have copper, we have mercury, and we have lead. Of those 3, copper has a double P. None of the others have a double letter. So copper is the one that doesn't fit, and that means that, like I said, we could have actually solved this side quest the moment that we first accepted it, but I wanted to show the other 2 chests first. One of them is not like the others. So, let's use the fragile key to open the copper chest. And we have a Balm of Life. We have been victorious in the Battle of Wits. Elizabeth will not vex us. So let's go ahead and turn that request in and get a bit more experience.
I see.
Yeah, I explained that.
Splendidly done.
I do find it a little bit annoying that they put the correct chest on the first floor you have access to, so you don't even need to see the other 2.
This will be your reward. Now...
Now the funny thing is, that Balm of Life that Elizabeth gave us is actually useful for outsmarting this game's final boss. No, doesn't seem like anyone else levels up out of that. And we have yet more stroll conversations. But with that, we have, we have completed everything we can of the Clock Tower 3rd floor, for now. Next time, we'll be exploring the 4th floor of the Clock Tower, and encountering the Reaper again. See you for that.